Welcome to Wrong Time Watch. My name is Kevin, and in this video we're looking at two very similar looking watches with actually using the same movement. On the left here we have the Detroit Mint Cobra mechanical chronograph, and on the right we have the EMG DL63 mechanical chronograph. And also these two companies are both based in Michigan. This one's EMG is on the west side of the state over by Grand Rapids, I think, and this one is more so located in the Metro Detroit, so east side of the state. Price on both of these very similar as well, $399 for Detroit Mint and $400 for the EMG DL63. They both come with canvas watch rolls. Detroit Mint comes with this strap in addition to this strap here. Leather, though this one's genuine leather. This one I don't think is. I think this is synthetic, but anyway, and this one has a deployant here. So let's start this one as well. Maybe I should start them both at the same time. Let's see if I can pull that off. Now this one, of course, has a red chronograph hand with a matte black dial, and this one has a gold-colored. No, actually, that's yellow, I guess. Yellow, gold, whatever, with a blue dial. This is called a Blue Reverse Panda. And this one's offered in two other colors. And this one, I think, is just offered with the black dial and then with the white dial with the black subdials. They both have sapphire crystal. This one looks to have an AR coating. I don't think this one does, though. Maybe. It's hard to say. The website does not indicate that for either of these. Now this one looks like it does. This one looks like it does not. 50 meter water resistance for the Cobra and 30 for the DL63, but you're not going to go diving with either of these watches anyway. Basically just washing hands or getting stuck outside in the rain. The case on the Detroit Mint, fully polished everywhere, very polished. And it has the case shape is convex versus a concave case shape on this one. This case is very unique. I've not seen a case shaped like this before. It's kind of like a UFO, flying saucer, whatever you want to call it. The lugs are very substantially sized. Oh, it looks like it's like a mirror in a circus, funhouse, whatever. Flips the image upside down. But anyway, got off track there. So similar but different watches. So I'll go that way with this one. So this one has a much larger display case back. It does have the same movement though. The Seagull ST109. The website for the Detroit Mint calls it an ST19. I'm assuming it's the same thing. So the display window on this one is 28 millimeter, and this one is 25. So I do like this watch a little bit better for the display window. I like to see more of the movement. Also, one difference that I noticed is the swan neck regulator on the DL63 is blue versus gold on the Cobra. So that's pretty neat. Yeah, it looks cool. I know the decoration isn't the best in the world, but it still looks cool to me. I'm not a watch snob by any means. Just enjoy looking at these movements and seeing how they work. Actually, I'll stop the second hand on this one. You know, let's look at the front of these and see if they're still synced up. I'm assuming they are. We'll get back to the back in a minute. Anyway. So here, I'll stop both of these, and then we'll reset it, and you can see the second hand snap back. We'll do the Cobra first. So I'm going to push in this lower pusher. It's a different feeling. The top one, it's hard to push. Oops. Right there. And the bottom one is just kind of mushy. You just keep pushing, and then it finally just resets the watch. Sorry, it resets the chronograph. So let's look at the DL63. So this will snap back. I'm going to push in the bottom pusher to reset it. So the subdial on the left is a running second. That does not hack, meaning if I pull the crown all the way out, it doesn't stop. Should probably kind of do that with it running. I don't know. Let's stop. Reset. Pull it out. So the crown's all the way out. You can change the time with it. But the running second subdial does not stop. So let's push that back in. Start it again. And then I'll stop it and reset. You'll see it snap back. That's one of the coolest things for me about these watches. Also that it has a mechanical sweep to it, although it's only 4 beats per second. That's why it looks kind of glitchy. So we'll stop it and then reset here. So snaps back really fast. So let me know which one of these you prefer the styling of. I like the DL63 more. I like the blue color. I like the larger subdials. I really don't care for the Cobra on this. It just looks like a classier watch. Actually, let's go back to the back of these watches. Let's set it again, and then we'll zoom out and we'll look at both of these, both the cases on these, and look at them on wrist. So yeah, let's do this here. So I'm going to activate the chronograph. So you're going to see this bar here is going to move, this lever, and it's going to engage with the column wheel, which will then push this gear, which is turning because it's running off of this one here. It'll push this into that center gear to start the chronograph hand. Okay, what did I do wrong now? I don't think I pushed it in all the way, so let's try that again. There we go. Operator error, I'm sure. Then I'll stop it. And then we'll reset, and you'll see some more of these levers moving, again engaging with that column wheel, I think. Actually, it didn't. So there must be a spring on this. Interesting. I'm going to have to look at this some more, but there must be a spring in here which resets that gear, I guess. All right, let's stop this. And we'll reset it. I'll show you the other one real quick. It's the same thing. Let's see if I can leave it on the table and zoom in some more. All right, so we're going to start it. What am I doing here that it's not working? The crown must have been in a weird position, I guess. There we go. But you can see more of this. You can see more of the lever here, which comes all the way around and then engages with this, which does something with this, and pushes it into that center gear. So let's do this one more time. So when I push this top pusher here, it's going to move this lever and all right, here we go. We'll stop and reset, and I'll get these on wrist. Hopefully I'm not boring you guys with this. I didn't even go over the dimensions yet, did I? So again, this case is fully polished everywhere. This one here does have brushing on the top. So the bezel and top of the lugs are brushed, and then the sides are polished. Also, this strap is a genuine leather strap made in Germany. It feels very high quality. It's tough to explain. It definitely smells like leather too. Yeah, it feels great on wrist. This one just feels different. Okay, so Cobra 46 millimeter lug to lug, diameter 40 millimeter, thickness is 13.4 millimeter thick. Lug width is 20, and that does taper down to 18 on this strap. This one looks like it tapers as well, although I didn't measure that. Crown size is 5.9 millimeter versus 7 millimeter on the DL63. I really like the larger crown. Much easier to wind this watch, which you will have to do probably once a day or whatever your routine is. But you can see the lugs are a little bit longer on this one. Lug to lug on the DL63 is 48 versus 46. And then the case diameter on this is 42. I did measure this here, and this is around 38, I think, because of that concave case shape. So much narrower at the bottom here than at the top. Much smaller diameter, I should say. The crowns on both of these are signed. I like the, I guess I call it a symmetrical pattern on this one here versus just the D there. Also, the pushers are a little larger on the DL63, which I didn't measure, but they're a little bit bigger. I do like these larger lugs compared to these smaller lugs, but they both work fine. The thickness on the DL63 is 13 millimeter thick, and lug width is 22, and the strap tapers down to 20. All right, let me get both of these on wrist. If you guys have not subscribed, if you haven't subscribed already, please go ahead and do so. Greatly appreciate it. Leave a comment. Let me know which one of these two watches you prefer more. And hit the notification bell. So again, I have a 6.5 inch wrist, and with this strap, I'm on the last hole position. The watch may be a little bit big for my wrist size anyway. But yeah, I really like this strap. I like how you can see these, I don't know what you call these, striations, I guess, or just lines on here. Yeah, very nice. I also like this thinner, smaller shaped buckle. So there we go. Shall zoom out here as well. I like how this looks on wrist. It's different. Probably is a tad bit big, but that's fine. I'd still wear it. All right, let's zoom out here. All right, then I'll go to the Cobra. Just to give you an idea of the different straps. I do like how this strap looks better than this one, but if you saw my video with this watch, the strap here is too big for my wrist. Just need to add a couple more holes, I guess. Anyway, let's get this one on wrist here. I think I have 2 more hole sizes left to go. This one's probably a little more appropriately sized for my wrist. Oh, I have to show you one more thing too, and then we'll get into the loom. This has C3 loom, and this one has BGW9. Also, this does have a loom pip on the tip of the second hand there. Loom on the tip of the second hand, not a loom pip. This one almost looks thicker. Well, it is a little bit thicker, but it looks thicker than the 0.5 millimeter would indicate. I would guess because of the case shape. Oh yeah, the other thing, I almost forgot. The Cobra has a 1/100th scale around the rehaut here, which is a little weird. I'm not used to seeing that on a chronograph. I'm used to seeing a tachymeter scale. And I'm really not sure how that's supposed to work, a 1/100th scale. Yeah, I don't know, because, well, if you know how that works, put it in the comments. You're smarter than I am, I guess, in that regard. So let me stop this, and then we'll bring over the DL63 one more time. This has a tachymeter scale. So the way that works is, if you go a known distance, say you're going 1 mile, you would start this when you pass the start. And once you go 1 mile, say you're in if you're in an airplane or something going really fast, then, okay, so you hit 1 mile, you would stop this, and that means you're going 200 miles an hour. But I'm sure you probably know that already. Okay, let's pause the video and we'll check out the loom on both of these. All right, so here is the loom for both of these watches, and Detroit Mint definitely has a better loom. It has more surface area to the hands for the loom to be applied, and also has brighter loom. This C3 loom versus the BGW9. So if you like loom and a little bit more water resistance, go with the Detroit Mint. Also does have the larger display case back, so you can see more of the movement. But for everything else, I prefer the EMG watches DL63. As always, thank you for taking the time. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.